10th. What is a figure of speech? Figure of speech क्या होता है? And why it is important to know about figure of speech? Figure of speech जानना क्यों जरूरी है? A figure of speech is a deviation from the ordinary use of words in order to increase their effectiveness. It deviates a statement from its real meaning or common usage to create a new required effect. So, what does these lines explain? ये explain करते हैं कि किसी भी word को या किसी भी phrase को या किसी भी poem या prose में अगर extra effect डालना हो, उसको ज़्यादा effective बनाना हो, ज़्यादा attractive बनाना हो, तो then we use figure of speech. अगर ये एक्सपेक्ट किया जाता है हायर क्लासेस के स्टूडेंट से कि वे अपने आंसर्स में फिगर ऑफ स्पीच को इंक्लूड करें. इट गिव्स एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स टू देम इफ दे ऐड फिगर ऑफ स्पीच इन देयर आंसर्स. सो नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज फिगर ऑफ स्पीच विद सम एग्जांपल्स. एज वी नो दैट एवरी वर्ड और फ्रेज हैज literal meaning, but few word and phrase have both literal and figurative meaning. What is literal meaning? Literal meaning का मतलब होता है शाब्दिक अर्थ. जो वो phrase है उसका word by word जो meaning निकलता है, that is literal meaning, and another one is figurative, that is hidden meaning. The meaning is a little bit different from its literal meaning. Let's take one example, to rack one's brain. So literal meaning of this phrase is to break one's brain into pieces. But the hidden meaning or the figurative meaning of this phrase is to take great effort to remember something. Another example that we can take, like we use phrase like it's not my cup of tea. That means you are not able to do certain work, then you use the phrase that it is not my cup of tea. हम ये कहते हैं कि it is not my cup of tea. That doesn't mean कि ये मेरे कप की चाय नहीं है. It gives some hidden meaning, that is figurative meaning, and that means that we are not able to do certain work, or some work is impossible for us to be done. So we use that phrase, it is not my cup of tea. So now we can figure it out very clearly कि figure of speech क्या करता है एक poem में या एक prose में या एक phrase में. वो उस phrase को persuasive बनाता है, interesting बनाता है and effective बनाता है. वो reader को अपनी चीजों को पेश करने के लिए जो इफेक्ट्स, एक्स्ट्रा इफेक्ट्स, यू नो, आजकल मूवीज में एक्स्ट्रा इफेक्ट्स बहुत सारे डाले जाते हैं, तो दीज आर फिगर ऑफ स्पीच इज काइंड ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा इफेक्ट्स दैट इज गिवन टू द फ्रेज और पोएम और प्रोज. नाउ लेट अस डिस्कस फ्यू फिगर ऑफ स्पीच. So the first figure of speech that we will discuss today is personification. So let us discuss some figure of speech. The first figure of speech that we are going to discuss here is personification. It is very clear from its name. It is written over here, person. So what is personification? It attributes human nature or human qualities to abstract or inanimate object. That means giving the qualities of human to some abstract or inanimate object. To make it more clear, let us see few examples. कुछ examples से personification को और ज़्यादा clearly समझते हैं. Let us see. In phrase we use like dancing leaves. Dancing is a quality of human. Human can dance, but leaves can't. But here the quality of a human has been given to leaves. यहाँ पे leaf को dancing वाली क्वालिटी दी गई है. सो हियर लीव हैज बीन personified. Another example, if we see in sentences, generally we use these sentences in our general uses. We say, opportunity knocked at his door. Opportunity is not a human being. ये एक abstract quality है. Opportunity, it is a abstract thing. And here the quality of a human being, that is humans are able to knock. This is the quality of human. Here opportunity has been personified. यहाँ पे opportunity को personify किया गया है. We say opportunity knocked at his door. So we can clearly see the use of figure of speech, that is personification, in this sentence. Another example of personification that we are gonna take is, the plants in her house silently begged to be watered. So plants are here personified. Plant को personify किया गया है. And how we come to know that plant, this word plant has been personified? It is clear from the word begged. From this word we are able to understand that plant has been personified. Plant को personified किया गया, उसे एक human quality दी गई है. And thus we can say that in this sentence, personification, the figure of speech, the poetic device, literary device that is used in this sentence is personification. You must have read one poem written by Leslie Norris, that is prescribed in your textbook of class 10, A Tiger in a Zoo. In most of the places you must have seen that tiger has been written as he. So in this also we can clearly see that tiger has been personified. The poet Leslie Norris has used the figure of speech personification in his poem A Tiger in a Zoo. So next figure of speech is simile. Simile is a direct comparison between two objects. To make it more clear, let us see the definition of it. A simile is a figure of speech that compares two things that are different from each other but have similar qualities. यानी दो चीजें जो एक दूसरे से अलग हो but in quality they are same. For example, he is as brave as lion. We all know that lion is known for his bravery. Lion brave होता है, हम सभी जानते हैं. But here we are comparing he, this boy or this man, with lion. And to make it a bit more clear, we can say that keywords of simile are like and as. यानी simile किसी फ्रेज में या किसी सेंटेंस में है, उसको आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए like और as को देखना जरूरी है. If there is like in a sentence or if there is as in a sentence, then we can say that there is a comparison between two objects that are different from each other but have some similar qualities. You must have read a poem in your 9th textbook, class 9th textbook, Legend of Northland, written by Philip Carey. The Legend of Northland. Northland is a cold region. वहाँ पे काफी ठंड पड़ती है and the poet is saying the children there, they look like a bear cub. Why they are looking like a bear cub? Because they are wearing furry clothes. In winters, we are wearing furry clothes, we wear woolen clothes. So there, the children were wearing furry clothes. That is why the poet said, and the children look like bear cub. The poet is making a comparison between children over there, children in the Northland, with a bear cub. So it is very clear that a simile is a figure of speech that compares two things that are different from each other but have some similar qualities. So next figure of speech that we are going to read here is metaphor. What is metaphor? Metaphor क्या होता है? A metaphor is used for implying a comparison between two things that have something in common. So there is a comparison between two things where there is something common in both of them, and they are different from each other in general. So generally they are different from each other, but few things are common among them. So metaphor is used for implying a comparison between two things that have something in common but are in general different from each other. So let's take one example to clarify it more. Camel is a ship of desert. So listen children, one thing you should keep in your mind is you will not use like or as. मेटाफर में भी कंपैरिजन है और सिमिली में भी कंपैरिजन है. द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन बोथ ऑफ देम इज सिमिली में वी यूज लाइक एंड एज टू मेक द कंपैरिजन, बट इन मेटाफर वी डू नॉट यूज लाइक और एज. We identify, here we are identifying camel as a ship of desert. We are comparing here camel with ship, but there is not a direct comparison using the word like or as. Like or as use करके direct comparison हम नहीं कर रहे. We are saying camel is a ship of desert. We are identifying here in this sentence camel as a ship of desert. Now taking one example from your textbook, आप सभी ने पढ़ा होगा A Tiger in the Zoo written by Leslie Norris. In that poem, the poet has written one line that is on pads of velvet quiet. So he compares tiger's paws with pads of velvet. Here he is making comparison of tiger's paws with the pads of